In the previous video, I went ahead and showed you how to sync a Google Calendar with your website calendar, but that option may not be the best option for everybody. So I want to show you how to embed a Google Calendar onto your website. And to do this, we need to go ahead and grab a new app. And so we'll click on the Manage Apps and Layout, choose Add App, and we're going to scroll down here to find the Embed Code app. Create New. I'm going to name it. Click Create. And you can see here that now I have an embed code on this demo page. I'm going to remember to select I'm done, so I get out of design mode. And now when I click on this, I just have an empty space where I'm going to copy and paste an embed code into the section so that it appears onto the website. So for every Google Classroom that you have, you can embed a Google Calendar as well. So every classroom has its own unique calendar. So I'm going to click over here to my calendar that I have. And you'll have to pardon the messy calendar, but I am in several different Google Classrooms, and I have those calendars just being displayed onto my main calendar. And this is not the calendar that I want to embed onto my website. I want to embed a very specific Google Classroom calendar. And you want to make sure that you are using a classroom that you'll be having students make use of during the 2017-2018 school year, during the current school year, so that it doesn't get confused with maybe Google Classrooms that you used in the previous school year. So I'm going to show you with my Learning with Ligon Google Classroom calendar. And if you can see here, there's a tiny drop down arrow that I'm going to select, and I'm going to share this calendar. And you want to make sure that this calendar, this box here, share this calendar with others, you want to make sure that that is checked. And you also want to make sure that this top option, make this calendar public, box is checked. If these two boxes haven't been checked previously, you're going to get a pop-up that says, warning, this calendar is going to be made public. Are you sure you want to do that? And you're going to go ahead and check yes. And then you're going to save. And you're going to come back to your classroom calendar, select that little drop down and choose Share this calendar once more. Then we're going to go up to Calendar Details. And we're going to scroll down just a little bit until you see this Embed this calendar. And here is the embed code. I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to Control C to copy it. Then I'm going to come back over to the website. And I'm going to put my cursor there and I'm going to Control V to paste. Now, this might look like a bunch of gobbledygook to you if you're not into coding, but I do want to point out something that I think you'll be able to pick up on pretty quickly. Here we have the dimensions of the calendar, the height and the width. And because I've tinkered around a little bit with the embedding calendars onto the website, I've found that the default width of 800 and height 600 is too big for the website. So I'm going to change that a little bit, and I'm going to make the width 600 and the height 400. Now you can make this calendar even smaller if you'd like by changing the width and the height dimensions. It's totally up to you. And I'm going to go ahead and save. I'm going to go back to the page. I'm going to choose View Page over here on the right because I want to see what this Google Calendar embedded looks like. So I'll scroll down a little bit and there's my calendar. And again, if I were to put an event onto the Learning with Ligon calendar, it would automatically sync to the website calendar. And so every time that you make an assignment due, that assignment is going to appear onto this calendar. So I want to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go over here back to my drive and I'm going to go to my Google Classroom. Select this. And I'm going to wait for my classroom to open up. Sometimes it takes a little while, as you well know. And I'm going to find my Learning with Ligon classroom. Oops, I'm getting getting some pop-ups letting me know that new things have happened. So I'm going to choose this. And I'm going to create a new assignment. And so there we go. There's my plus sign. I'm going to create a new assignment. And I'm going to just title it sample work. And I'm going to choose a due date. And let's go with August 10th. And I'm going to go ahead and assign. There we go. We're going to go back over here. I'm going to close this so I can reopen up my page again. And when I scroll down to the calendar, you're going to see that this assignment that I put on the Google Classroom was added to the calendar. Now, the question had been asked in one of our sessions together as, can I put an event on the calendar that's been embedded onto the website that's not necessarily part of the Google Classroom? And the answer of that is sure you can. Let me go ahead and show you how. I'm going to go over here to my Google Calendar and scroll up a bit and go back to Calendar. And I'm going to create a new event. And I'm just going to title the event Big Project Due. Now the trick is for this to be put onto the proper calendar. So do you see here calendar and drop downs? You're going to see all the calendars that you are a part of. And you want to choose your Google Classroom calendar. So I'm going to select the Learning with Ligon calendar since that's the one I embedded. And I'm going to, let's see here, change the date to the 16th. And I'm going to save. Again, when I go back over here to view the page, and I scroll down to see it, I can see that this event that I just added to the calendar manually, Big Project Due, is right there. So this is how you embed a Google Calendar onto your teacher site webpage. It's also demonstrating how to add an event to a Google Calendar without having it be in Google Classroom.